Hello, Orange and Friends. I decided I would come and read you a book again today. It's such a beautiful spring day. It's very sunny, and it is kind of cold outside, but we like to go outside when it's cold sometimes. We put our earmuffs and our hat and our coats on, and we go outside anyway and play. So maybe you want to get outside for just a little bit today. I brought a really good spring book. It's one of my favorite books that I like to read, and it's called Snappy Little Bugs. In the springtime, we start to see more bugs, and guess what? I already saw a yellow butterfly when I was out working on my flowers one day. I couldn't believe it was already out here. And now it got a little colder outside, so I don't think I see any butterflies today. But we'll have to watch for all those bugs that we see in the springtime, and you'll see some of them in my book today. Wait till you see what pops out of my book. The Snappy Little Bugs. Look at there. What a lot of butterflies. See them dive and skitter? They fly around the pretty flowers. Flitter, flitter, flitter. See how they're jumping out? I like this book because it has things that jump out. Snail is slow, so when he's scared within his shell, he will hide. When the danger has passed him by, he'll slide, slide, slide. Here is a little squiggly worm. He likes to crawl and wiggle. But if you try to catch him, then he'll wriggle, wriggle, wriggle. We have tried to catch some worms before in our playground, and they do wiggle a lot, don't they, when you put them on your hand. You always have to make sure we put them back in the dirt because they're really good for our plants. These dragonflies are all so quick. They might give you a start. Watch them flash from here to there. Dart, dart, dart. See how they're moving? That's how they fly. Dragonflies like to be around the water sometimes. Caterpillar climbs a tree, but he never falls. Always looking out for food, he crawls, crawls, crawls. We did have a book earlier about the hungry caterpillar, didn't we? This is another kind of caterpillar here. Beetle loves to rush around. She's not slow or subtle. See the beetle there? Here she comes, there she goes. Scuttle, scuttle, scuttle. She looks like she's opening her mouth, doesn't she? That's the beetle. Spider is feeling hungry now. Her mouth begins to grin. That means she's kind of smiling, isn't she? She'll weave a web and catch some flies. Spin, spin, spin. You know, the flies get stuck in her web so that she can have them to eat. Because that's what spiders eat. They eat the flies, don't they? 3 little ladybugs. 1, 2, 3. Playing hide and seek. One pops her head out. Peek, peek, peek. See, this one here is moving, isn't it? It's popping out of the flower. Haven't seen any ladybugs yet this year. Sometimes we see them on our playground. The bees are buzzing off to find where all the pollen is. Remember, they get the pollen out of the flowers, don't they? They work all day and then zoom away. Whiz, whiz, whiz. Yeah, the bees are flying around, I bet, already outside. The grasshoppers just love to jump. Will they ever stop? Leaping through the grass so green. Hop, hop, hop. Grasshoppers are funny. They do jump a lot. that's the end of my book. They had a lot of different kinds of bugs in there for us to look at, didn't they? Sometime I might get another book. I have a couple other of those books that have pop-outs in there, so I can show that to you. But today, I brought something different. I wanted to show you what I looked like when I was a little girl and I was 2 years old, just like you. Some of you are 2 and some of you are 3. I also have a picture of me when I was 3, and it will not look like me at all, but my mommy had my picture taken when I was 2 years old. And she shared that with me, and I'm going to show you what I used to look like when I was 2 years old. See how I used to look? I really had funny short hair, didn't I? My hair was really dark, and I did not have any glasses then. That's what I looked like when I was 2 years old. And now I will show you what I looked like when I was 3 years old. I kind of look the same, but my hair is still really short on my head, and I still don't have any glasses like I do now. Sometimes I wear my glasses still, but sometimes I don't. And I got my picture taken when I was just as old as you did. And I wanted to show you because when I was little, I remember I used to like to play outside, and we had a playhouse, and we would go in there and we would take our little dollies and get all of our friends, and we'd play in the playhouse, and we would pretend that we were making food and things like that. And then we would go outside and we would ride our bikes a lot. I do remember riding my bike. I really liked doing that. Some of you have Strider bikes, and some of you have tricycles. Those are fun too. And then I do remember playing in the sandbox a lot. Now my dad got a great big tire off of, I think it was off of a tractor, and it was a big black tire. And we went somewhere and we got some sand in our truck, and we put the sand into the tire. And then we could sit on the tire and we could dig in the sandbox. It was so fun. I remember doing that. And we do that at school. We play in the sandbox, and we have lots of buckets and shovels and things that we dig with, don't we? Sometimes you like to put your trucks in there too. So anyway, I just wanted to show you what I looked like when I was 2 and 3 years old. And then maybe you can go and look at some of your other pictures that you had when you were a little baby, littler than you are right now. So I will be waiting to see you next time when we get to go on our Zoom and see each other. I hope a lot of you will come and see us. Miss Erin and Miss Linda and I miss you very much. See you later. Bye, friends.